Hello there. Hope you are doing well. So here we have another question from the same passage. And the direction for the question is answer the following question based on the information given below. So as far as we understood the passage, and let's go to the question. So the question asked here, the author of the passage is most likely to agree with which of the following statements. Now, the first option stated laughing and crying are purely physiological reaction that can be fully understood through physiological analysis alone. Second, it is stated human beings are primarily driven by instinctual response to internal and external stimuli. Third one, understanding laughing and crying requires considering the complex interaction between body and mind beyond pure physiological analysis. And fourth one, human embodiment has no relevance to the understanding of laughing and crying as bodily reaction. Now, as far as we understood, uh, the passage emphasizes what? The complexity of human nature, right? The complexity of human nature human nature and the interplay between the body and the mind, particularly in the context of laughing and crying. So uh, it suggests that a purely physiological analysis alone cannot provide a comprehensive understanding or overall understanding of these reactions as they come out from the complex situation of human embodiment. Therefore, the author is most likely agree with uh, agree with what? With the statement that understanding laughing and crying requires considering the complex interaction between the body and the mind. So beyond purely physiological analysis, right? So in that case, if you see option one, which and two and four are not supported by the passes and are, you can say that option one stated laughing and crying are purely physiological reaction. Two is stated human beings are primarily driven by instinctual responses. And four stated human embodiment has no relevance to the understanding of laughing and crying as bodily reactions. Right? They are not supported by the passage, and therefore you can say that they are not likely to be agreed upon upon by the author. As option one, uh, like I pointed, uh, the passage argues against this option by mentioning that while physiological analysis can measure and describe the process involved in laughing and crying, it cannot fully account for their importance or how they are understood by other humans, isn't it? Even option two, if you talk about that, the passage does not focus on instinctual responses as the primary driver of human behavior. Instead, it highlights what you can say the of human nature, complexity of human nature, and the interplay between the body itself and world. Uh, so that's why option uh, 2 also cannot be taken as the answer. Option 4, which is appointed, the passage directly contradicts this statement by emphasizing that laughing and crying uh, must be understood as emerging from the complex situation of human embodiment. So, as it is pointed later, no relevance, but whereas the idea is called as emerging from the complex situation of human embodiment. So, hence, we can consider 1, 2, and 4 cannot be called as agree with the following, agree with the idea. So, whereas option three, which is clearly stated about what three is the correct one because it makes us realize that um, laughing and crying requires considering the complex interaction between the body and the mind beyond, beyond purely physiological analysis. So that's what making nothing but what means option three correct, right? So hence we can say option three would be the correct answer. I hope you understood this. That's all.